Hello, it's Beezer, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about truth. My video got delayed because of rain and me having a low IQ not to take advantage of times where I was uninterrupted, unfortunately. Also, putting energy and emotion into my videos is kind of a lot of work, so in this one, I'll just be talking in my normal voice and not usually in a slightly higher pitch voice. And yeah, let's get into it. My view on trust. I feel like when it comes to trusting people, there isn't a real reason why. It's all emotions and feelings based off of bad sources from the beginning, only really working due to self made obligation to be in someone's life, so as not to look bad or lonely. Maybe to avoid disappointment, doing things because you have to, since we're social creatures. It's all useless if we don't have reasons for what we do, and then even more useless if that reason doesn't make sense. Allow me to explain. I think choices trickle down from a source. That source can be God or other people. Suppose I trust someone because they haven't hurt me yet. Does that mean they're trustworthy or does it mean they haven't hurt me yet? What makes a person worth trusting? Values, morals, and ethics do. Trust is dependent on truth. You can't trust someone or something that doesn't care or value truth and expect it to never go wrong. Is it impossible? No. Is it plausible? No. For example, if you're in a romantic relationship, why stay loyal? Is it because it's centered around God and makes your ultimate purpose easier to fulfill, or it's morally wrong? Maybe you're loyal because you were raised right, whatever that means. Or because it makes the other person feel good, which makes you feel good in return. There are a plethora of good and bad reasons, but if it's because you felt like it, we have a problem. This issue is a main reason people get cheated on. They lose attraction to someone and cheat since their basis for staying loyal was based off of how good they felt with their partner, essentially using them as a source of dopamine. If you get cheated on, lied to, or betrayed, you can't be mad at that person since there was no obligation to be loyal. Trust has to be founded on morally objective values, or else it's just people getting along because they feel like it, or because it's convenient, because they were raised to think it. Trust based on attraction or likability is trust based on the minefield. And we can see when people have several breakups, they've been on several minds. Trust is useless if truth is as replaceable as being raised in a different household where a child gets indoctrinated with another set of values that range from being selfless to going down as selfish. It's not impossible to trust someone with a bad source of morality, and it's not impossible to have a loyal relationship with them. It's unreliable. Why take the unnecessary risk of betrayal from someone if you can just know what to look for in the first place? God is the most important discussion in existence, so do you really think that if someone won't take that seriously, that they'll take you more seriously? The chances are low, and as a result, you simply chance a heartbreak. I will dive deeper into what people find important and what that means in a later video. It's likely that you'll have a bad worldview come from a bad experience when you never had strong foundations for which you view the world. Such are those who think love doesn't exist because they never knew what a true source of love was to begin with and ended up being betrayed for going after someone who never thought the same, which I'll also dive into in a later video. What I went on a tangent about is called moral subjectivism or moral relativism. Moral subjectivism. It's the most dangerous worldview to have since nobody can truly be right or wrong. Under moral subjectivism, you telling someone else they are wrong is as powerful as saying pineapple on pizza is wrong. It's your opinion, clashing with someone else's opinion, based off of how you were raised and anecdotal. This correlates to values, morals, and ethics, since whatever you inevitably find to be right or wrong will be argued for or against, and those arguments must stand on something or fall. The question of how could I be right is impractical because it's playing make believe. Imagine getting backstabbed and then saying, well, that's your truth. Don't care for anyone but yourself. Hurt others if you want, even. And knowing how silly that sounds. You know that person is wrong for betraying you, but you won't do anything because you can't possibly know, or it's just your opinion. The other person or the other problem is thinking things are right or wrong based on feelings, since all it takes is for someone to feel happy to justify what they're doing. Many people tend to apply this view in which something they found once wrong is now right because it benefits them. The rush of committing a robbery or killing someone or purposely breaking their heart, a fight, a lie, etc. It's wrong to enjoy such a thing, yes, but according to the Bible, not feelings or personal benefit. It's a huge problem in today's world to think that we can do whatever we want as long as we trust our feelings. Deep down, everyone knows how utterly ridiculous the idea of letting people walk life free of consequences, and if they don't, then they become hypocrites when life inconveniences them. Okay, B. Okay. No one's going around hurting others simply out of enjoyment. No one breaks hearts on purpose simply to break hearts. They probably just didn't care about the other person. I say to that, it's not a matter of what they are doing currently, it's a matter of why it's wrong. If your worldview is based on not hurting other people's feelings, you will inevitably become a hypocrite and hurt someone or piss someone off anyway. Okay, but being angry that you got backstabbed is different from triggering someone. Sure, but this is the second worldview that has to deal with avoiding hurting others, making it subject to the victim's maturity, quote unquote. Backstabbing, being wrong, is subject to those who dislike it. But imagine if someone genuinely doubles down and says, fair, I do the same. Is it not right? If someone thinks they can do whatever they want because we all die someday, and anyone who cares dies as well, you're done. Good luck convincing a person their opinion is wrong. You couldn't publicly shame someone who doesn't find value in other people's opinion of them. Imagine going all in trying to say someone's wrong, but to them your efforts are impactful at saying the grass is green, the sky is blue. What do you do with that information? Nothing, since they don't care. There are many issues wrong with the moral subjectivism or relativism, but in summary, it's completely impractical, unlivable, and with how our society currently looks with divorce rates, crime rates, shootings, etc., you can see where it's headed. I mean, we're in a society where people are arguing over if it's right or wrong to kill an innocent baby's life because it inconveniences the mother, and then using exceptions such as rape, incest, or ignominic pregnancies justify having the ability to kill babies for many other reasons. There's a lot to be covered, and it will, but when you think about these issues, think about what makes them right or wrong, and is that answer reliable? And a quick thought experiment for the end here. When you see a real Christian or a real practitioner of a faith do something wrong, or wrong you specifically, do you ever think, aren't you Christian, or aren't you this, or aren't you that? And if so, think about what that means to someone who doesn't hold their principles or morals closely. I won't spoon feed you everything. I want you to think about it. And if not, well, you have a horrible worldview and you need to reconsider. Hope you guys enjoyed. Next video will be Inside Part 3 since Part 2 is done away with. It's super buggy, so I'm not going to post it. You can't really understand me or watch the video for more than like 5 or 10 seconds, so that's not happening. Next video is going to be what I think is very important. It's going to be talking about God, and if God's real, what does he want? What does that mean about truth and so on? Just many things that come from the existence of God. Or it's going to be talking about the violence in Islam, but either one is going to be, it's going to be a good video and we'll really have some fun. So see you guys next time.